OBS.
Alrighty.
Ah.
We're just we're not really, we're just having a top party in the server right now. Everyone's just messing around.
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright. Chat set up. And
Awesome. Hey.
let's see if I can join you again.
Alrighty.
Still not letting me.
That's a little odd. Did you try joining off the Ogletopia website?
Oh, let me try that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Los Angeles 1 server.
Right, let me get on Ogletopia.
Ready? Oh. Jesus.
Los Angeles 1, right?
Yes.
Alrighty.
That's right. There you go.
Alright, there it goes.
Alrighty. Alright, you're joining in?
I'm joining it.
Awesome. And so, we're live, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Awesome. Alright, hello everyone who's joining the stream. Hope you all have a good time.
Oh yeah. No one's here right now, but hopefully others will come soon.
Just give them some time. So yeah, Doc, I have to ask you a question.
Okay, what about?
Oh yeah, so when it comes to like Yokai Watch 3, if you could like if you could like replay any part of the game like from square one, completely start over with everything, all your progress reset to 0, which would you be like completely okay with like playing through like entirely again and getting everything that you want?
Definitely Yokai Watch 3, because like it's super easy to like get stuff the further you go, especially because of how Buster's T is set up.
Yeah, Buster's T with how you can get you can pretty much get a lot of like I know that you can get like a lot of really valuable yokai and
if
a lot
you're
of
good,
really valuable
strong, and know what you're doing, yeah. Because even though like it's easy to like get a lot of stuff out of Buster's T, it's like not easy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And of course, is there like a really good like early game like setup for like Buster's T with like any like specific yokai that you would recommend to like basically people who are like touching the Buster's T game mode for the first time?
Definitely Hat King. Like Hat King has a skill in Buster's T that lets it so he can see where the exit to a dungeon floor is.
Yeah, so you can basically clear those. You basically can clear those floors quickly. What about like with combat and just beating those enemies and bosses?
There's a lot of options. Like I don't think it really matters in early game. Like maybe Pandal, like just if you want the raw damage.
Yeah, right. And what about like ranged or magic attackers for early game busters?
I guess we're just messing around on point, huh?
Oh god, just look at the chat. Oh dear lord.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. It's
no.
I mean, just imagine if we could do something like that in game, or just have like I know that you can do like certain taunts like together, and it looks like something else.
That's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
Hey, Desperado 2 is here in chat. Hello, Desperado 2. Thank you for showing up.
Welcome. Hope you have a good time. So
We're just having a casual, good old TF2 time.
Alright, it's a party! A Team Fortress 2 party, and people are calling for medic, but too bad, I'm on my union break, so you don't get anything. Could you imagine if what was it? You could actually get like union, like actual like work breaks in this game. Like you don't actually need to play the game.
If you could what?
If you could just have like breaks, like how you get like breaks at work.
Everybody stops shooting each other for a coffee break, just like that one Looney Tunes formula with the sheepdog and the wolf.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, Sam and Ralph, right?
Yeah, Sam and Ralph. Those guys are great.
Oh yeah, they're definitely one of the lesser known, like more underrated, like Looney Tunes characters. I know that
the Wile E. Coyote recolor and the sheepdog.
Right. Just because they want to save time on drawing. So what the heck is
like,
going on in the chat? Eating really nasty original Pringles. No flavor, just sawdust. I mean, would you say that about Pringles?
Just wood carved. Just instead of carving potato chips, you just carve wood into the shape of a chip.
Yeah, I mean, I will
Rich
admit
in fiber.
I will say though, original flavored Pringles are honestly pretty bland. If I were to have Pringles, I would definitely eat the cheddar Pringles. But what about you? How do you feel about
salt and vinegar guy?
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
I guess that dumb man's deciding to actually play now. And
oh god. Oh god. Do you eat what is this? Do you eat the rind or the cream of? The rind or the cream of what?
The rind or the cream of what?
I have no idea.
Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't know who that is. Man has 3 first names.
That is such a. That is.
Who the heck is Lee Harvey Oswald?
I have no clue. And then you have John Team Fortress 2. Yes, the most common name as your first, middle, and last name. John Team Fortress 2.
Okay, Mudkip 96 Swang is saying Namomed. Hello, I don't know what that means either.
No idea. Okay. Okay, I guess I got one up. That's pretty fun. Are people playing? I guess people are actually playing the game now. I
got to kill someone with my sign.
Oh god. Now they get to see it.
Come all over them. Do it, Scout.
Oh god.
Someone killed the stupid idiot.
Oh god, the stupid idiot.
Oh, Mudkip 96 Swing. Demo Man backwards. Oh, okay.
Demo Man backwards. The Namomed
is an Ips.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, that one comment that in chat just reminds me of this really funny idea I had for like a TF2 Gmod short. Okay, so of course that Gray Cartoon Ponies Gmod video where it's the sniper making piss liquor. Yeah, so hit me out. Piss. Add some sugar, pure ethanol, mix it up so the sugar properly dissolves, and unlike fruit-based liquors, you don't have to wait for the sugar to dissolve in the juice. You wanna know something similar to that I thought would be like really funny?
What's that?
Scout using his Mad Milk to make like a milkshake or ice cream.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty great.
Yeah, just imagine.
He can make use of that little ice cream man outfit he gets, doesn't he? Or he gets a milkman one.
He has like a milkman cosmetic set. He doesn't have like an ice cream man cosmetic set. I know Medic actually got like an ice cream man's cosmetic set in like a recent patch edition, but I don't know if it's specifically like an ice cream man. But I do remember this really good SFM short called the Ice Cream Man, and it's. Do you remember seeing something like that?
No. Oh god. Dark. Oh no! I blew myself up. I thought he was landing on my. I thought he was on my sticky.
Chad Morningwood. Oh, and I got killed. And I got killed with a fish by the stupid idiot.
I've got the Pyrovision goggles on, so everybody's just laughing and having a good time.
I know, right? And then you have somebody on your team that's named Monkey with Internet Access.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny. You were killed by a monkey with internet access.
This game is so easy that a monkey could beat it.
Like I remember actually. You know Dilbert, right?
Dilbert, the comic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I do.
I think like it was like a year ago, but like. Sorry, trying to not get bullied by the scout.
That's okay.
Ah, man, it's following me all the way to spawn. All right, so like, in Dilbert, there was this one, like, there was basically this one gag where like the boss was considering replacing all their engineers with monkeys because their opposable toes and tail would allow them to code and program much more efficiently.
Yeah, right. If you can teach them, I mean,
If you can teach a monkey to code if you can teach a monkey to engineer, then why bother hiring people?
Right. It's like what a lot of people. It's like how a lot of people in the modern day say that we're going to be replaced by AI, just because AI can just pretty much do everything a human can do, but faster.
Yeah, we got AI voice actors, AI artistry.
Right.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but even though we ended up replacing the abacus with the calculator, we still need people to operate them.
Right.
Like we still need.
Oh god. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh man. I honestly thought you were gonna get me there. I was like really low on health. Okay, never mind. I got killed by the fake bot.
The fake bot got you with his golf club, eh?
Yep. He's a fake bot, so does that mean he's a human?
I think that means he's just a lunchbox with a motherboard in him.
Yeah, I mean his icon is like a portal, is one of those portal cores. So I mean, not far from the truth.
I mean, could you theoretically like fool the robot army by just carrying around a lunchbox with a motherboard in it? Then again,
yeah, I mean that's what. I mean, I don't even know if robots really need to eat. I mean, do you feel like they do, or is it just something
they need
they
batteries?
Would just do? Right, they would need. Yeah, they need an. I know that all robots need an energy source,
like
because they're basically
like programs that run on like computers. Those need a power source of some kind. Like
right,
they're not at the point where they can run on like unless they can get to the point where they make like little LCD versions of themselves, like digivices, where they can run on like long-term lithium batteries. They're not gonna be able to survive without constant electricity.
Right, and of course you gotta, and not to mention the amount of waste that a lot of machines and electricity usually generates. I mean, you of course remember like with the whole NFT craze and how that was really detrimental to like the environment just because of the amount of carbon emissions that producing one NFT produces.
From what I don't know how true this is. I'd have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure like NFTs have about as much carbon emission as making a tweet.
Which is how much for scale?
I really don't know, but like if it's as much of it as like making a tweet on Twitter, then I can't imagine it really being that much of a big deal.
That is interesting. Although going back to sort of like
I spilled my water. Good thing it didn't land on anything.
Yeah, that's never good.
Let me clean it up real quick. Make sure nothing gets wet.
Yeah. Because if you spill a drink, getting your clothes wet is honestly the least of your worries.
Yeah. Alright, looks like everything's fine.
That's good. Oh yeah. Anyway, going back. Yeah, I was about to say, going back to sort of AI. You know how with AI art, the thing that a lot of AI art programmers can't seem to get right is hands.
Yeah, I've seen how they managed to make like not one of them has made hands that look like good. But then even humans struggle with like drawing hands properly.
Right. So I guess it's not too far from too far-fetched on how art tends to be, but it is kind of funny seeing all the little like flaws that AI manages to like create. I guess create. You know, with how the fingers, mainly with how the fingers are shaped. They're having like too many fingers.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you ready?
Alrighty, I'm back, and I was gonna say, like, another thing I also noticed that AI art seems to struggle with is, lips. Like, lipstick. Like, they always seem to, like, get the lips all smeared and they smear across, like, the cheek and way past the lips. It looks kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's like a really. It's like someone. It looks like as if the woman was like really tired and just tried to put lipstick on, but they weren't really paying attention because they were so sleepy.
Yeah.
3, 2.
All right. I'm just gonna see which team you're gonna join.
Control point has been
Okay, no,
established.
okay, you joined. You joined red. I'm still on. We're still on opposing teams.
Alrighty.
But yeah. Like, what's the craziest like AI art that you've seen from like what you've personally seen?
Probably the ones where they're actually trying to make something, what's the word?
Control point.
Picturesque, I guess? Okay, actually, no, I remember now, like, I remember, like, this one 4chan post where, like, someone was trying to make a point of how, AR is soulless by posting this, this crayon drawing of Sonic the Hedgehog that looked like it was up on a fridge. And so a bunch of 4chan users were commenting on it, how the image, it looked like it had actual soul and effort put into it as opposed to anything a robot would make. But then it was a bait and switch. It was actually AI art.
Wow, so he actually just made. So he basically just told like a program to like make a crayon drawing of like of Sonic.
Yeah, and he fooled people into thinking it was made by a human.
Wow. Well, was that like some sort of like experiment just to see how like test people's like I guess knowledge of like AI art versus like real art or something, or
I am pretty sure it was just a troll post, but either way, like assuming like that he was being totally honest and that was AI art according to the screenshots he posted, then it really just
Oh yeah, well yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it really goes to show how it can really be hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Right. And
like with Pixiv, I can usually tell at first glance, but sometimes it's a lot harder than others.
Right, it just kind of depends on how the program is like written out because you know the thing that I kind of realize with a lot of AI generated art, especially a lot of like anime related AI art, is that they have the same like sort of art style. Like you see like how everything is colored and shaded like in a similar way.
That's why you can usually tell like that's why you can usually tell like anime AI art at a glance. It has that certain style to it. It has that certain style to it because it doesn't seem to know how to like use any different styles yet, or at least different anime styles yet.
Right. You know, the other thing that I found like pretty crazy. Okay, I remember seeing this one Reddit post that uses like that basically takes like the Team Fortress 2 mercenaries and makes them into like what if they look like anime characters.
Oh yeah,
that
like
was really
X as an 80s dark sitcom or dark fantasy or whatnot.
Yeah, I've seen those too. Like YouTubers if they look like they were part of like a dark fantasy, dark 80s fantasy horror movie.
And it all looks genuinely great mostly.
Right, and then
some characters you can translate into it perfectly.
Right. And yeah, going back to the whole post that I saw that.
Oh no, I
TF2
blew myself up.
Monkey with internet access. Oh god.
We have lost the control
Yeah, I was
point.
just about.
It's no
Wow,
fair.
that was
He can use his mouse with his tail and keep both his hands on the keyboard.
Right, I know, right? Wouldn't it be crazy? I mean, wouldn't it be crazy if we somehow evolve into a species that can use our feet as hands?
It'd be convenient and more efficient.
God, this reminds me of this one like book from this one like what was it? A sci-fi speculative evolution artist. I'm not sure if you know about him, but have you are you familiar with the artist C.M. Kozman?
Can't say I am.
So he wrote this book called All Tomorrows, and basically what the book is about is that it's basically like a speculative evolutionary history book.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. A bunch of ink art with a bunch of weird humanoids. Like there's even some humanoids that basically form a wall that are all clumped together.
Yes. Like how the story starts out is that Earth basically people on Earth managed to colonize Mars and make it basically like a second Earth, and so then there are people that basically start living on Mars, and they become more adapted to Mars because Mars has like lower gravity and like a different climate and everything. And so what happens next is that there's like a war that breaks out between like Earthlings and Martians, but then it ends in peace because they kind of forgot what they were fighting for. But then what happens next is that what was it? There's like this one alien race, I believe, they're basically a bunch of like alien bug people. They're called the Q, and then they capture the humans and they start experimenting on them and turning them into completely new species. Like they turn like one of their experiments on humans is that they turn them into a species that looks like worms, but then they evolve into like these really crazy snake-like beings, and then like. Yeah, there's just a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, how do you honestly feel about the whole, like, world of speculative evolution and, like, what humans could evolve into? Or just species on Earth in general? Oh god.
It's a very, interesting idea. Like, it has really good art. That much I can definitely say.
Oh yeah, I would definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Doc. Kind of going back to Yokai Watch. What are some like really good yokai that you can obtain? Like, what are some like the best like easy to obtain like early game yokai for pretty much just any sort of playthrough? Like a really good, basically a really good damage dealer, healer. Tank, all of which you can obtain like really early game.
Like the game is actually like pretty balanced. That you can't really get any of the good stuff until like you really start investing. Like all the really good items, like the charged soul, the shielding soul, actually there's the Humpty Jumpty soul is arguably pretty easy to get, and it's pretty good. You survive on 1 HP. If you otherwise would have been knocked out. That one's pretty good in a lot of cases.
Because it allows you to survive, an otherwise fatal blow.
Yeah. Just more survivability. But that's more of like a metagame thing. Like, in a more casual playthrough, it's not that, useful because you're usually going to have a heal. You should usually have a healer with you anyway.
And like out of all of like the, I assume you get a lot of like automatic friends in that game, right? Of course you get like your Javanya and your Eusebion, but out of all of like the yokai, which ones do you feel like are like the most worth keeping and using on like a long-term team?
Definitely Eusebion, especially for Buster's T. Okay, actually no, I know a really good yokai that's good for like Buster's T, and that would be Cider. They made they made it like really bad in both casually and competitively, but when it comes to Buster's T, it's one of the strongest yokai you can get.
What makes Cider so strong?
He's one of only 3 yokai that get a specific skill called Sniper. What is... what it does is, it makes the... sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, it makes it's so that the user has a higher crit rate the farther away they are from their enemies. So like it lets them play safely from a distance while they just spam a bunch of physical attacking projectiles that are more likely to crit. And Cider gets and one of Cider's move is a speed buff to himself, which also reduces the cooldown of your moves. So as a result, it lets Cider run around the map more easily and spam his arrow projectile physical attacks very easily. And because of that, and because of his low rank, he gets Sultimate Charge really fast. And his Sultimate is a multi-hit physical attack, which can stun like bosses, so you can combo off them really easily. So really good for Buster's T, but nothing else.
So it's just good. I see. So it's just good. It's just kind of a one-trick pony in that regard, but it's still just really good at what it does.
Yeah.
Despite its just sole purpose. I mean, what's another really good example of
It's one of those things that I like about the game. Like they actually take time to think about how to make the monsters unique in terms of gameplay or give them some kind of use. Like because there's just so much to do in the game. Like even if you don't want to use like Cider, you can eventually get strong enough to use just about any yokai you want in most dungeons and do it freely just for the fun of it.
I see. And what's another good example? What are some other good examples of yokai that are mainly only good at one thing, but are just really good at that one thing that they do?
Definitely Whisper. Whisper is like really good in both competitively and in some casual situations.
And what makes him so good?
Whisper is one of only 3 yokai besides Wispocrates and what's his name?
Oh no.
Glumdango. That all 3 of them have a skill that makes it so that all yokai, allies, and enemies are more prone to getting hit with crits.
I see. So it's basically just a really good yokai for like weakening the opposition.
Yeah, and it's really easy to build around too because there's so many yokai that like have high crit rates or love to boost their own crit damage. So Whisper is incredibly useful on those teams.
Right. And what's a really good example of like something that is yokai that's just really good at healing, but nothing really more than that, or like a yokai that can just protect. Basically, yokai that are just used for like protection. And just keeping your ally safe. Oh.
Let me think.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Oh. Thor. Oh, Thor Engineer is a bloody spy! It took me a second to realize what that, this guy's username was.
Oh.
Thor. I thought it was like Thor Engineer, like Thor is in like the Marvel hero, but no, it's just like him mimicking the Demoman's accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like Me Too is definitely one of them. Me Too is the only yokai with a unique skill that makes it so she can heal 2 allies at once, which is really, really strong. Because like most healers can only focus on 1 ally at a time. So her ability to like heal up 2 allies at once is extremely valuable. Like a lot of healers struggle to keep up because of how good her skill is.
Right,
but the drawback is that the big drawback is I'd say is that her spirit is pretty good, but like most of her stat pool goes into her HP. Her speed is horrible, her defense is kind of okay, and her strength is bad. And like she has one of the highest HP stats in the game. It's like, and it's like just okayish defense. It's like a chancy kind of thing.
I see.
Or Blissey, one of those.
Right. So it's like so it just kind of so the high HP is really offset by that low defense, and so it's really not able to really capitalize on that high HP stat as much as she wants to.
Yeah. Like you do see her on some competitive team builds, but like she's almost always carrying the shielding soul. So like and thanks to her skill, she can keep herself healthy and her allies healthy reliably. So
right.
she's definitely viable, but like she's still more viable than most healers since she can keep herself and her allies alive, as opposed to most healers that can only heal 1 ally at a time.
Right. And when it comes to like and when it comes to like single heal like single heals like I'm sure there's a lot of there's a lot of competition for that kind of role just because there's so many healers kind of do the whole only heal like 1 ally at a time spiel, right? Like
when it comes to like healing, like the best option for that is that most teams in competitive format rely on a soul gem. I think it's like Brain Pause Soul Gem or something like that. And like what the Soul Gem does is that it makes it so that when the user is defeated or dies, their allies get healed for a bunch of their HP. But it's actually super easy to exploit that, despite that downside, because there are a bunch of yokai that can revive themselves, like Puppy-nyan or Bezin-nyan, Chimpa-nyan, what was it? Momotaro-nyan. Who else? Like those are the big ones that come to mind, but like since they can revive themselves, they can just die and then heal up their allies with the soul gem without having to run a healer on your team.
I see. So usually running a healer is usually I see. So running a healer is usually not really the best option unless like your team like either like really needs it or like the healer is like really good. Yeah. And what about yokai that are just really good at like taking hits, but not much else outside of that. Just
tank rolls. There's quite a lot of variety to the tank roll, and that's kind of why I like it. Like there's so many ways to like that they effectively make it so that all tanks can just like stand apart from each other and aren't just like aren't really just the same monster.
Right, like what are some really good examples of like tanks that can tank magic attacks like really well? Because I know that magic attacks in Yokai Watch 3 pierce through defense.
There's actually quite a lot, but like definitely one of the better ones is well, actually no, there's not a lot of them. It's just that only one of them actually has a skill that does that, and that would be Sir Nyansalot, introduced in Yokai Watch Busters in Yokai Watch 3 when he became playable in main series. They made it so that he's the only yokai with a skill that makes it so that while he's guarding, he takes reduced damage from magic attacks. It's so not only is the magic attack cut in half, magic attack damage cut in half just from him guarding, but it's cut in half once again just from his skill. So magic attacker teams really struggle to like deal with him.
Right, but I wonder if he's like, is he like physically broke and just kind of like counterbalance that?
He's actually like really good in terms of strength, speed, and defense. So really not that bad overall.
not so well-rounded overall, but is really good at just really good at taking those magic hits, which I guess a lot of yokai aren't really able to do.
Yeah. But there are a bunch of yokai that have a second equipment slot, which allows them to do the same thing. Because one of the yokai introduced in Yokai Watch 3, blown his Tappa, he's super easy to get a ton of, and his soul gem does the exact same thing as Nyansalot, where as long as the user is guarding, they get reduced damage from magic attacks.
I see. Oh god. Oh, by the way, I noticed that there were some slots open on your team, so I decided to join your team. All right, here, where are you? Here you are.
Oh shoot!
Oh no! Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Oh no! Here, I'm coming. Are you still over there?
Yeah, I'm over in
here.
There's a soldier in here. We're trying to. Okay, there he is.
Oh.
Dagnabbit. Okay, we got him.
Oh no! Oh no! A pyro.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh, you got, did you get blown up, or?
Yeah, I got blown up and then pushed around by the pyro.
Oh dear.
Alright, so what was
Here,
I saying?
I'm just gonna stick around by the dispenser outside. We'll wait for you to come back.
Alright, blown his Tappa soul gem. So blown his Tappa, super easy to get more of. Same skill as Nyansalot, but like, the problem is that the user has to be guarding, which is like, because of like the random action mechanic, it's like super like even with attitude, like it can be hard to getting a yokai to like actually guard and defend when you want them to, which is why the shielding soul is one of the best souls in the game that you see in on pretty much any competitive team ever. Like the shielding soul makes it so that the user will always guard right after moving, which is the same skill you get from like no way and impasse.
Oh here, I have crits. Tell me when to pop it.
Okay, no.
Oh no! There's a spy behind.
Oh god damn it!
I think that spy was really good at distracting us.
Damn it!
So his teammate spy could get us in return.
Man. Oh well.
How dastardly. Alright.
We're about to fight to our spawn.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, they're really up in here.
Darn spy over there.
Oh,
I think I bumped someone.
Here, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Oh, hey. Pyro. Alright, I got crits!
Alright, let me
No heavy.
No.
Yo, get him. Oh no! That pyro reflected a rocket.
And I killed myself.
Man, yeah, I guess that team outside. Yeah, that team outside was really, strong. Was really onto us. Jeez.
But like with yokai that have like 2 equipment slots, there's quite a lot of them, and which allows them to like do the same thing as certain onslaught, depending on what kind of team you want. One of them is like Terror Pata. Like you see him on a lot of teams because of his double item slot, which lets him equip Shielding Soul and the blown his Tappa Soul. So with it he can So like magic attacker teams can struggle against this little E rank pot, who also has a skill that makes it so that revival is pretty much negated.
I see. So he's basically a really just good tank and disruptor all in one piece. Oh jeez. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I got killed by oil.
Oil. No.
What?
Like there was an oil spill around here.
Like
Just
where
like in
you live?
Alaska.
Oh jeez.
Alrighty.
Oh god. But yeah.
So like one of the and another one of the better yokai for like doing that with the double equipment slot is funnily Dragon.
Dragon. Really?
Yeah, like Dragon got like a super huge buff in Yokai Watch 3. Like despite him being a B rank, he has a better stat spread than most S ranks. Like super good defense, incredible HP, one of the third highest spirit stat in the game, so his magic attacks hit like super hard.
And I guess his regular attack isn't bad either, but it's probably not the
His
stat
strength
you
was
think
actually
of when-
nerfed to accommodate his stat spread, so now he's mostly just a magic attacker.
Okay, here you are. Nice.
But like thanks to the double equipment slot and his increased stat spread and his skills is still the same. Hey man, it sucks, but that doesn't matter because of like things like the shield.
Here you go.
I'm trying to like spam out that sentry nest, but they keep
coming. Oh yeah.
Okay, it's already been destroyed.
All right. I have. Oh,
Okay,
well, there's a
there's
spy
a spy
over there.
behind
I have a new recharge.
All right,
Just tell me when to pop it when you're ready.
All right. No.
Oh no.
Okay, now they
Craxy.
decide to come over here, right after. Like I saw them in one spot, and then just as you pop crits, they moved all to one side, and then the rest were
Jesus.
still followed up on us. I'm mad.
Oh
well.
Oh no, that coordination though. But let's see. But we can always try again.
Ends in 30 seconds.
Here we go. This map is honestly pretty interesting, just because the center you have so many places where you can come from.
Oh god, Spy! You scared me
close
so
again.
much. Spy jump scare.
TF2 is secretly a horror game. Every game is a horror game if you really think about it.
All that matters are the jump scares. Like Yokai Watch is unironically like has a lot more horror aspects to it.
Right,
Like,
I know
than most games. Like characters
know,
actually
I
die.
Right. Right, because I know, of course I know Jablonyan actually dies and becomes a yokai. Oh yeah, I have Chris, by the way.
Crits me?
Get him! Oh my god. It's spam! Oh, no. Okay. Oh no! Seriously, bruh. That is one username.
Yeah.
God. Oh my god. But what are...
Ends in 10 seconds.
So
Yeah,
like, so like with Dragon, like he sees a ton of competitive usage, and not just because of just because of that whole Nyan Salat roll.
Nice.
Like there's actually one strategy like I've seen that actually lets him be sort of function like a suicide monster. In Yokai Watch 3, they introduced this yokai called Dr. Nocturne and Dr. Eraser, and both have this skill that makes it so all debuffs. Like whenever any yokai is debuffed, they take damage from it. And how it works is that the debuff sort of becomes a magic attack with like 50 power.
So it's really just it's just really strong damage over time, isn't it?
Yeah, like, well, like I said, it's like 50 power, so it's not much, but it still does damage, and you still get the debuff, which helps a ton with getting momentum because of life and spirit orbs. But anyway, with that, and since it uses the spirit stat, that means that magic attackers especially love being under Dr. Nocturne teams if they have a good debuff of some kind, so they can just debuff their opponents and like the magic attacks they use under Nocturne are basically neutral. They don't have an element. They don't have to worry about elemental strengths or weaknesses. They're just neutral magic attacks with 50 power.
Dang. So they basically have to deal with that consistent 50 base power damage no matter what.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like with so many like debuffers in the game, there's a good number of yokai that can take advantage of that, or even just magic attackers.
The control point has been
And like
contested.
and like with Dragon,
Oh,
like he can actually take advantage of of being on that kind of team, because there's soul gems that make it so like when the user is attacked, I can't hit anyone with my scorch shot.
yeah, they're all over there. Here, I have crits, but I don't know how you want to.
I'm not going to be able to use it. I'm a flawed pyro.
Right. I mean, I can use my crits to help you build more crits.
Yeah, let's try it. Pop me.
Go. Do it. Copper and not. Oh, I got killed by time bomb, but we got both copper and
Oh, I got headshot.
Oh dang. We got copper and niacin. Hey, they're both like elements on the periodic table, I think.
Can you go stock?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Thanks.
All right,
We
here.
have secured the
One
control
second.
point.
But yeah, what's another like really good? What are some like really good yokai that really just take advantage of debuffs just because they have like a skill that allows them to?
Je ne sais quoi. She pretty much increases the potency of all debuffs. Double equip slot yokai. Eerie tribe. Debuff teams love her.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah, just especially because she's part of the Eerie tribe.
Yeah. If you can build for Eerie and like Dr. Nocturne already lets you build for like Shady, so if you can build for Eerie on top of that, it helps. Like
And then you
like
just
Sproink or and Percussion and Percussionist, those guys love being on a Nocturne team. Like they're both Eerie tribe tanks, and they have a skill that makes it so like when they get hit with a physical attack, I'm getting knocked around.
Uh-oh. Here,
The control point
let me
is
heal
being
you up.
contested.
Oh god,
Shoot, I can't air blast you.
it's okay. Oh, you got overcharge. At least we're holding it. At least we're holding the point.
Aw, man.
Oh, Summerless.
Yeah, I was being dumb that time.
Oh dear.
I thought they wouldn't see me.
Right. I have to ask though, when it comes to team compositions in Yokai Watch 3, is it possible to like stack both Brave and Mysterious in one team just to have both, just to cover both bases in terms of offense?
Brave and Mysterious?
Yeah.
Actually, yes. There are some teams that can, like... I think I remember seeing, like, one team that actually had, like, Brave and Mysterious tribe unity. I can't quite remember how it was built, but, like... Like, you can actually do that kind of thing. Let's see. What was it? I'll have to look through my playlist again, but I definitely remember there being a team that was both Brave and Mysterious. Oh shoot! That
Oh god! Whoa.
that pyro was me.
All right, he got killed.
This guy's trying to suicide bomb me.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Alright, I've got full block.
Alright.
I'm going in
Go
for
it. Here we go. Core Scout.
Oh no!
Oh. We're camping the point. Oh no! Oh no. We cleared the point, but at what cost? Alright, are you... Okay, never mind. You're capping.
Yeah, I basically managed to protect it.
Alright,
I did it!
Hey, look! You're top 3! Number 3.
Yay, Flock Pyro help.
Oh yeah. And
Oh
of course
no,
my
I
healing
tried
made
to
it.
fall dead.
Wait, how'd you fall? Wait, were you
I
that
was,
low?
I was
Were
at
you, like,
really low
health?
HP, and I was looking for people to kill, and I just fell off.
Aw, man.
Oh well, at least
cool.
I helped defend the point. That's what matters.
Yep. And of course you got healing for me to make their job even easier. Nothing beats a good old pocket medic.
So anyway, like with Dragon, what he can do is like he can carry two. Thanks to his double equip slot, he can carry 2 soul gems that make it so like if the attacker, if someone hits him with a physical attack, they'll get debuffed. And because his spirit stat is like super high, if he gets attacked, the opponent is just gonna take a ton of damage. And thanks to his super high defense and HP stats that he was given, he can usually like physical attacker teams just don't want to be up against him on the Nocturne team. But like
Right,
that's
just
not but like on top of that, what's also part of the build is that they put this dragon up on the front lines so that he definitely gets attacked. And right behind that dragon, they have Mughal. And Mughal has a skill that makes it so that linked allies have their spirit stats buffed.
So Dragon can do even more damage.
Yeah. I think it's like a really big spirit buff. I don't know how much, but it's like clearly enough that it merits using Mughal. And then right behind the Mughal is the yokai Fukurokuju. And Fukurokuju also has like a really high spirit stat, but like he's a healer. So what he's gonna be doing on that team build is he's gonna be healing up the dragon for a bunch of HP, especially thanks to the spirit stat from being linked with Mughal. And he has a unique skill so that like when any yokai that is defeated during battle while Fukurokuju is active, it only works one time, but he will revive them with full HP.
Oh, I see. So Fukurokuju can basically keep Dragon in action.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, how close are you to a full vlog?
80%. Oh shoot! 100% now.
100%? Alright, I have full Ubercharge, so if you want to rush in and with your vlog, then you can do that.
Alright.
Whoa, okay.
Pop me now. Oh no! I'm sorry!
Oh, no, I wasn't ready for that. Avenge me.
I tried.
That's okay.
I got him with a single flame. I got him with a single flame particle, and that was enough.
Yeah, copper. Dang. Yeah. What's another? Yeah,
We
I
had
guess-
that one too.
Oh dang. Oh yeah, by the way, with with Dragon, he can fit on a lot of team compositions. It's just that the one that you mentioned with Fukurokuju and Mughal is just a really really like notorious one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like pretty annoying because physical attacker teams just don't want to put up with that.
Right.
Like if it's a magic attacker team, like that's kind of the thing about this game. Like teams are very, very, very matchup dependent. Like if it's a magic attacker team, like that dragon setup isn't really gonna work as well.
Right. But you can.
But against physical attacker teams, which are just as viable as magic attacker teams, like they just don't want to put up with an inspiriting dragon.
Right. Right.
That's it. I think that's what I should call it. Debuff dragon.
Debuff dragon, just the dragon's teammates debuffing the enemy team, and then dragon just wrecking house.
Yeah. Like dragon's not even doing anything half the time because of how his skill works.
Right, he just waits and attacks whenever he pleases, more so.
Like, his skill basically makes it so that every 2 or 3, whenever it's his turn, every 2 or 3 rounds when it comes around to his turn, only then will he actually act. Like it's actually worse than slacking from Pokemon.
I see. All right, here we go. Get him. Oh, jeez! I almost got. Oh, okay. Okay, that.
You drove them off the point at least.
Yeah. Just what? Yeah, watch out. There's that soldier. That soldier just got me. He might be after the point again.
They were running Vaccinator with the fire, but it wasn't helping.
Ah! You overwhelmed? Did they get overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Ha! Are you still out there?
I'm dead.
Oh god. Gotta keep this medic alive. No! I couldn't! Oh no. No, he's after me. Are you coming?
There's only
are
12
you
seconds left on our time, so I'm right behind you. Here I come. Right behind you.
Here you are. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
I can't get any
Those
clear shots from over here.
Alright. Oh.
Let's pull that scout instead.
I gotta heal this other scout. Oh no! Okay, that spy must have. The ally spy must have been a dead ringer. Well, watch out! They're coming from the left side. Oh, here they come! They're bombing from above.
All right, I've got full flog.
All right, I'm like 85% Uber. Let me heal some teammates and build up my Uber quicker. Oh. Okay. Oh no.
Fan of War
Oh, no.
Scout.
Alright, I got Uber charge.
Alright,
When you're ready. Oh no, no, no! There's a spy!
I got away. There he is!
Oh no.
And yet, now he's gone.
Alright, you got him. Oh, okay. He got me just as I was about to Uber charge, which is unfortunate, but at least it wasn't
unfortunate, yeah.
wasn't disastrous at least. Oh god.
He got us right when it mattered.
I know. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're capping. Oh no. No. Somebody get on the point. No. Okay.
We're on the point. No!
No. Come on. I'm coming out.
We did it.
Oh my god. Oh. That had no right to be that close. Holy crap. And you're number 2.
That winner by a hair.
Oh man. That was a close game, alright, wasn't it?
That was free.
Winner by a hair. Oh god. Oh man. But yeah, look, I have to ask, Doc, is there like an equivalent to like a physical attacking equivalent to like Dragon? Something that just has like really high stats, and has like the double equipment slots.
Actually, now that you mention it, like, actually yes. Like another one of the more viable yokai in Yokai Watch 3 is Lionheart from Yokai Watch 2. You remember him, right?
Yes, I actually used him on my in-game team in Yokai Watch 2. I remember him.
In Yokai Watch 3, they gave him an insane stat buff as well to also make up for the fact that his skill sucks as hard as Dragon's does, because it's the same skill.
Just makes him only attack every 2 or 3 turns as opposed to...
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really bad skill, but like with how the game works, like thanks to the double equipment slot, that doesn't matter as much.
Right, and with what was it? You have like you can also have like teammates that can also buff what was it? Lionheart stats or debuff the enemy, so it makes it easier for Lionheart to just wreck house.
That's actually not what Lionheart is usually used for. Like with Lionheart, like they buffed his stats like insanely well. So like he has the third highest strength stat of any yokai in existence. Like the only yokai that have a higher strength stat than him are brutal, which kind of sucks because his skill is kind of bad, and ancient Enma, whom is also super viable, has a really good skill, and of course it's just a really good strength stat to make use of it. Alright, I've got full flog, so
Alright, I don't have an Uber charge, but oh god.
Alright, you keep building it then.
Whoa!
Oh,
there was a spy. Yeah, there was a spy. He stabbed somebody. He didn't. I'm still alive though.
Okay, I'm gonna pop flog.
Go ahead. I've run back. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a spy. There's a spy disguised as you, by the way. He's right behind you.
Alright, I'm looking for him.
Alright, here you go.
I found him.
Yeah, there's. Okay. Took care of him before he could be too much of a threat. Alright, I have full charge.
Alright, let's save that.
Hold on to it. Unless we need to pop it.
Darn Dragon's Fury.
Yeah, they know that. Yeah, they know a strategy that's working, which is long range spam. Where'd you go?
Alright, I got full flog because of him. Alright, you ready to go in?
Yes. Let's go in. We're going in.
Plop down.
Go. Yeah! Really? Okay. What's left is that Devil Man. Oh god, I'm taking a lot of damage.
Alright, let's fall back.
Yeah,
We did our part.
Yep. Oh god. Oh my god. Woo! That was close. Alright, are you still
I'm still on the front lines, yeah.
Alright, I'm coming back.
Like what Dragon is usually used for.
Oh no. Right. Oh hey, you're number 2 again!
Yay! I'm voting Barn Blitz.
I'll vote Barn Blitz as well. Alright, and so what were you gonna say?
With Lionheart, even though his skill sucks and he has a double, of course he has the double equipment slot, but what he's used for is in Yokai Watch, and I can't remember if it was originally in 2 or 3, but like there's this skill that makes it so when the user dies, they do revenge damage on the opponent, and like I think what was his name? Mud Munch. Yep, Mud Munch, yeah. I think he had that in Yokai Watch 2, and he also has it in Yokai Watch 3. And in Yokai Watch 3, they also gave it to a yokai called Crummy Mummy, who also has an insanely high strength stat. And how the revenge damage works, it's a 100 base power move, and when that always activates whenever the opponent is defeated by like anything, whether it's a magic attack or a physical attack.
So they always take the damage.
Yeah. So like and thanks to like Lionheart's like insanely high strength stat and being Brave Tribe, like he can hit for some super high revenge damage just for being killed. Like he doesn't even need. He's basically a good suicide lead, because like he'll usually just take whatever kills him down with him.
So if he's not able to get a kill, so he's basically always guaranteed to get a kill, even if like he doesn't get a kill, even if he ends up dying for it.
Yeah. Like usually, like a lot of teams like to lead off with a Lionheart, just let it die, and then the opponent will just get. And then the opponent, 9 times out of 10, will just die to the revenge damage.
Just because Lionheart's strength stat is so high, and it basically just guarantees a death on the enemy.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and if not Lionheart, it's usually Crummy Mummy, who also has a double equipment slot and has the same skill. So like he can do revenge damage 3 times. Revenge damage activates once for every skill and or soul gem you have on you. So if you have 2 soul gems, if you have 1 soul gem, it'll do it once. If you have two soul gems 2 times and 2 soul gems plus the skill, then you get 3 times revenge damage. Like you,
Wow.
so like 3. Lionheart basically gets to retaliate with a 200 power physical attack, and Crummy Mummy gets to retaliate with a 300 power physical attack.
Wow. So they basically just gear it. So they're basically really good additions if you just want to. If there's just a problematic enemy. If there's just a problematic enemy that just needs to go down as fast as possible.
Yeah. If you don't, oh man, there's a lot of headshots going on around here.
Oh yeah. Sniper extravaganza. Oh god. I mean, my team has quite a few snipers. Almost.
I don't think we have an engineer on my team. I can't find a dispenser or anything. Oh, I dumped on the spy.
Uh-oh.
And I went back to look for him and I died.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You're distracted. They're really easy. They really get you when you're distracted, don't they? Oh god. Oh yeah, that's another idea for that's another thing. Are there any like yokai that are just really good at like redirecting attacks, or just kind of like making it so that the opponents basically only target it? So basically frailer yokai are basically safe from more safe from harm.
You see, in Yokai Watch 2, that used to be how it worked, but there was actually a bit of a problem with it, because like in Yokai Watch 2, they had this soul gem called the Stinging Soul that made it so that the target would always get have opponent attacks redirected to it, even if it's not like. And the reason why that's a problem is because usually to get that kind of effect, you would need to be using a tank's ultimate that redirects X targeting to itself.
I see.
Oh my gosh, they are air blasting all my stickies.
Uh-oh.
And they're short circuiting me, so I can't do anything.
They know. You know how. I guess we know the out. We have all the outs.
Alright, so like
Yeah, so how did Yokai Watch 3 kind of resolve that issue?
like thanks to the 3x3 grid system, like how it works now is that if you want attacks to be redirected to a certain yokai, you basically have to get them into a defensive formation, like vertical linking. Like if a yokai is behind another yokai, then the yokai in front will be targeted for attacks.
I see. So that's where the yokai in front usually are usually the ones that are in charge of tanking.
Yeah, that's usually what the go-to strategy. You put your tanks up front on a horizontal link, and usually with a shielding soul too. Like what you do is like you have something with a shielding soul, you have it in front of your allies, and then you move it on the grid just to make sure it gets it starts guarding and defending.
I see. So it can basically just tank hits right out the gate.
Yeah. And so like being able to redirect attacks from the Stinging Soul was just way too broken. So it caused a lot of balance issues, especially because of things like Endurafont and Arcanos. Like Arcanos in Yokai Watch 2 has like insane stats compared to most S ranks. Like his HP and defense are like way higher than like almost any other yokai. Like they gave the DLC privileges, I guess you could say, is what it is.
Right. He just has like really high stats compared to yokai in the base game, but I guess in 3 they had to like mellow his stats out.
Yeah, in Yokai Watch 2 they completely neutered his stat spread. Like his stat spread is just not that good compared to like a lot of yokai, even for an S rank. So like, and on top of the seal, so like he became like super situational and like harder to build around, especially since his stat spread is just not as good as how it was in 2.
I see.
But anyway, like what was I saying? And so, oh, and they got rid of the Stinking Soul. That was also another big. That was clearly one of the big problems. They just got rid of it. It was, which is fine. It was broken.
Right. And I guess they never thought of like adding something similar that was like more balanced.
Like they pretty much did, because like horizontal linking just lets you do the same thing, like with any yokai. So like it's the same effect, except it's an actual gameplay mechanic now. So like no point in bringing it back.
Right. And then what is another?
And like another big problem yokai in Yokai Watch 2 was Endurofont.
Oh yeah, with his incredible tanking prowess.
Yeah. Like he could bring, like he had a skill which made it so he was like one of two yokai besides the older being Macho Nyan, which was also super viable, which made it so that the user could randomly survive on 1 HP, not just once, but like 2 times. But it was always random. Like sometimes it would work both times. Sometimes it would work 1 time. Sometimes it would work 0 times. Like it's not consistent, but like well, actually no, it is. It's consistent enough that you would use it.
Right.
And like because Endurofont also has like high defense, he could like survive a lot of hits reliably.
Right, and I guess they had to like basically tone him down in 3 just so he wasn't so problematic.
Actually, I need to check again what his stat spread is. I think they more or less kept it the same, but don't quote me on that because I'll have to check. But what they did do is that they actually introduced a brand new skill that made it so like you could get around that easily. And he also arguably got kind of power crept, because like in Yokai Watch 3, they one of the DLC yokai from the Buster's T treasure mode was Fitwit, who had one of the highest HP stats in the game, and one of the highest defense stats in the game, and a skill that makes it so that the user can survive on 1 HP up to 3 times.
Wow, so it's just Endurofont skill, but better.
Yeah. But like they act so like Endurofont competes with a lot more things because of Fitwit. Like Fitwit is like it's like really hard to make an argument against using Fitwit because like there's so many situations where like where Fitwit is like really good to have on a team.
And is Fitwit like I guess Fitwit is like harder to out compared to what was it, Endurofont, just because of his skill being Endurofont's but better.
Actually, no. Because, like, what I was also going to say is, like, they introduced a completely new skill that they gave to, like, 5 yokai, 4 of which are S ranks, 1 of which is an A rank. But, like, I covered it in my competitive video, but, like, what the skill does is, like whenever... Like, how the skill works is, like, whenever an opponent yokai is on, like, 10% of their HP or less, I think it's, like, 10%. But, like, when an opponent yokai is on 10% of HP or less, the user of the skill will initiate an unblockable priority attack, which finishes off the opponent yokai for the remainder of their HP. And it takes priority over skills that would have prevented knockout blows. So, like, even if the user would have survived a knockout blow multiple times, it just will not work against that skill.
So it's basically
like,
it's just the
like
perfect after that.
You die. That's it. Oh, you're on low HP.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're dead.
Yeah, but I guess I guess it makes those 5 yokai that have that skill like really valuable, just because they can deal with any sort of tank that would stop them from.
Yeah. The 5 yokai in particular that get it are Benzaiten, which is really good on. Which is really good because like there's a lot of ways to build around lightning attribute teams, and she's a lightning attribute charming tribe member, so like she can function on lightning and charming mysterious lightning and mysterious lightning charming and mysterious lightning teams, which are really easy to build for.
Right.
And then you have, you also have Komanubis, relatively bulky, so he can also function as a tank, which can finish off his opponents. Another one, it would be, El Sharkador, yeah. Super high defense, super high HP, so, really good tank overall. A really good bulky water yokai.
Nice.
Ancient Enma, highest strength stat in the game, so like he can punch holes in opponents easily, and then thanks to his skill finish them off even without having to attack.
Yeah, what was that? What was that A? Oh, you actually got me there. Nice. Yeah, what was that? A rank yokai.
The single A rank would be Decidevable. Decidevable has pretty good strength, pretty good speed, and like he's an Eerie Tribe member, but that actually doesn't matter at all. Like physical attacker teams love having a Decidevable on their team because his ultimate charges really fast and it buffs strength by 20% for himself and all of his allies.
So it's really easy for him. So it's just really easy to get use physical attackers with Decidevable.
Yeah.
Just because they like his strength buff.
Yeah, I really want to make a video detailing on why you should use Decidevable on a competitive team. Like that would be like really fun for me to do because like Decidevable is like one of my favorites. He has a really funny design that I like.
Is he like really undervalued, or is he not used that much?
No,
or?
he sees a ton of competitive users. I just happen to like really love him.
I see. You know, I honestly have to ask, Doc. When it comes to like Yokai Watch 1, even though it didn't really have online play, what do you think its meta would have been like?
I think a lot of teams would have used Golden Yon and Horn of Plenty plus Everfor. At least that stuff seems to work the best on paper.
Like just because I know that Everfor has it so that no yokai are able to dodge, and then you have, I guess Horn of
Plenty has like super high strength, a really powerful physical attack, but because he's slow and his physical attack is like prone to missing, like he's really hard to build around. I actually did see like a team build around him in Yokai Watch 3 that I thought was like really cool, and it also uses Everfor.
I wonder if Everfor is like really niche, because I know there are a lot of, I know Yokai Watch 3 is very counter specific, but I guess would you say
Everfor is actually like real, like kind of neat, relatively on the niche side because she competes with a lot of things. Like Grumples is a lower rank, and because of that, she has the same skills. And her ultimate covers the same tiles and charges faster, so she can arguably do a lot of the same things. Oh my gosh, my entire team is almost wiped out.
Here.
Like there was only one guy alive, so that prevented it from being a team wipe.
Oh dang.
Oh. But anyway, like probably the biggest yokai that Everfor has to compete for a team slot with is Who-Me. Who-Me has okay defense, awful speed, non-existent strength. Almost all of its stat spread was poured into its spirit stat, and it's a mysterious tribe yokai. And it may be slow, but that doesn't matter because like thanks to its skill, which is the same as Everfor's, its wind magic attacks will never miss.
So it can still, so it will always hit. So yeah, it will always hit hard. Although it will always be forced to take hits just because of how that skill works, right? Yeah, but like physical attackers that have bad accuracy love having Who-Me on their team. And it's also an E rank, so its ultimate charges are super fast and it covers some pretty good tiles. So it can function well both offensively and defensively. Really nice. Good yokai to have, and like hard to like make a case for as opposed to Everfor, depending on the team build. Like in most cases, you may want Who-Me, but there are some cases where like
you might want to use something else that also has that same skill. Kumi is just like one of the better options.
Right, and going back to Yokai Watch 1's potential meta, like what do you feel like would be like the best like magic attackers that the Yokai Watch 1 roster offers in?
Like I imagine you would probably see like a ton of, like I said, a ton of Golden Yan, a ton of Horn of Plenty, probably a bit of Gilgaros. Maybe a bit of Elder Bloom.
I'm wondering, what about like Komoshura and Shogun Yan? Do you feel like they would get a lot of use?
No. Maybe. Hard maybe. I wouldn't count on it. I imagine like if I theory crafting right here, but like I would imagine like to counter the onslaught of the Golden Yan and Horn of Plenty, I imagine we would see a lot more Tengu to like use their wind magic attacks to break past their earth weakness.
I see. So Tengu. Yeah, you would see a lot of Tengu centric teams, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I imagine there would be a lot of a good amount of Tengu to deal with, like to like break past Horn of Plenty, and maybe some Dragon Lord to deal with Gilgaros possibly.
Oh no. And what about making I guess yokai that act more as like disruptors, like I guess yokai that are made to like disrupt like the very commonplace teams of like Golden Yan, Horn of Plenty, and Everfor.
Maybe I could see things like Gleam seeing a lot of usage so that they can try to break past them with crits, possibly.
And I guess when it comes to like lower ranking yokai, like B rank and lower, what are some like popular B rank and lower yokai that you would feel like be commonplace in like competitive teams for Yokai Watch 1?
I really don't think there wouldn't be any, because like in Yokai Watch 1, they didn't get like that A rank and S rank ban actually makes a really big difference, because you actually have to consider the low rank options. Like without it, there's just no reason to consider them because they're low stat spreads.
Oh.
And not even Dumb Cap would be that good, because like what they did with Dumb Cap is seen in a lot of teams in 2 and 3, because they like it feels like Yokai Watch 2 and 3 they actually took the time to like consider making low ranks more viable for the competitive setting. Yokai Watch 1 doesn't really feel like they were just like Yokai Watch 1 feels like they just made a game, they made it work, that's what matters. But Yokai Watch 2 was their answer on improving upon that game.
And then Yokai Watch 3 is where they hit the peak with like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
When you say
they found a system that worked and they improved on it. They evolved. Like they didn't I feel like that's probably the like I guess I don't know how. Now, granted, I'm still a game designer in the making, so like even just making a game that works from the get-go is gonna be hard. And like like the advice I usually get is like make the game first, worry about balance later.
Right. I know that you have a lot of ideas for like ideas to make your game, make a game that's like really balanced and interesting. Kind of using the same ideas.
In the vein of Yokai Watch 3. I don't know what the meta will look like. I'm just using a lot of ideas I think would be fun and ideas that Yokai Watch 3 never really tackled that I think would work.
Yeah, what are some examples of like Yokai ideas and Yokai Watch 3 that really didn't see a lot of any appearances that you would have thought would have been cool to see?
One of them was like combo damage. Like, there are very few yokai that can actually make good use of combo damage, and most of the time, all they ever really do is like boost combo damage. like they don't really have a lot of interesting ways to like combos or other ways to like build for comboing.
I see. And like, what would you say like the best air quotes yokai would be for like combo damage?
Probably Lionheart, because like you can leave him on the front lines and he can basically like get a combo off with other yokai and in a horizontal link, and because of his super high strength stat, his combos do insane damage.
I see, but that's the closest we'll get to like true combo damage centric yokai and yokai team. Oh no, there's a spy there.
There are two yokai in particular that do actually build around combos in interesting ways, but they're like the only two that I would say come to mind, and those would be put a sock in it and Snidewinder. What they do, they both have a skill that makes it so that the user can combo with an ally even on a vertical link. So they can stand behind allies, and even if they attack or do a magic attack, they can still initiate a combo.
Nice. I see. So
it's really hard to like make use of, because like they basically have to be in a vertical link all the time to make use of that. Like I did see like one T build recently from a competitive Yokai Watch YouTuber I follow that made a really good team around that though.
I see. It's just hard to make effective just because those two are like the only ones that can really make use of. Oh god.
So basically, what I want to do, I have a bunch of monster ideas that basically have a lot that can actually do things around the combo system more reliably. For example, like one idea I have is basically this woodchuck, whom is a nun with a pair of nunchucks.
Ah, I see. That's pretty. Play on words, double entendre, eh?
Yeah, nunchuck chuck. That's the name I have for her that I'm currently set on using.
Sounds great. And like, what does nunchuck chuck do in terms of the combo damage thing?
The idea is that she boosts her own combo damage based on how many beast and or light monsters you have on the team. So like if you have a bunch of monsters that are in the beast family or share the same elements as her of light, then she can like get some huge combo damage off. Like the way combos work is like they're basically the yokai's main physical attack, move, and animation, but multiplied by 0.1. So it's like 1/10 their physical attack multiplied down to a 10th.
I see.
So physical attackers really love the combos, but the idea I had would be like if you get and also the skill would include herself. So like with a full team of like 6 beasts and or light monsters, the idea is that she would be able to boost her combo damage to be like to be a 6 out of 10 instead of 1 out of 10, almost like pretty much close to like a full attack damage.
I see. So she she basically packs on. She can pack on the pain with her and her teammates like really quickly thanks to her skill.
Yeah. I also have a bunch of monsters in mind that with pretty similar skills. Like just a lot of ideas I thought would be really fun. In other words.
Right. And what's another like idea? What's another idea or team composition that you don't really see in Yokai Watch 3? Like an idea that was never really touched.
Like actions after moving. Like I said, there's the shielding soul, which lets the user act after moving in a defensive way, but there aren't any monsters that do anything else after any other monsters that do that kind of thing, which I think would also be kind of cool. So I'm making a bunch of monsters that can actually do some other things besides just guard right after they move. Like I have one monster that just does a regular physical attack of 50 power. one monster that can actually initiate combos after moving. And what? And also like being able to answer to like switching, which something Pokemon kind of does, but Yokai Watch doesn't, and I think would also be kind of. Well, no, I take that back. There actually are yokai that let you that are built sort of around switching, but it's kind of like awkward and really situational. Oh, Delta King of Fighters is here. Hello.
Hello. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
All right, I'm gonna finish this thought, and it's like been an hour and a half, and then I'm gonna switch to Pizza Tower after I finish this thought.
All right.
So what was that? What was I saying? Oh yeah, actions after move. I had the idea of one monster that would basically start a combo after moving, a monster that would basically just do an attack without combos after moving, a monster that would and switching. Like there's yokai that can build around switching, like Looney and Alpina. They basically get an action as soon as they switch in. That kind of thing. But like one thing I wanted to do is like basically make a monster that could catch an opponent monster or as they're trying to switch out, sort of like Pokemon's Pursuit, or a monster that could heal for a third of its HP, like Pokemon's Regenerator.
Right. Right. So they can basically So you basically can catch monsters switching, or you can actually have monsters that actually benefit from switching in.
That's what I had in mind. Well, anyway, I've had enough of TF2 for now. I'm off to Pizza Tower.
All right, it's pizza time.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh man, oh god, I just remember. Of course, you know about the spider.